Okay, guys, so today I wanted to talk about classes and objects. And what classes are, they're blueprints or templates for objects, and objects are just objects like they are in the real world. They're just entities. For example, this laptop that I'm working with is an object. I am an object. Cars are objects. A bank account can also be an object in Java. So they can be a little more abstract. So, for example, if I am an object, I have certain attributes. So I have hands, I have feet, I have eyes, and I also perform certain actions, which are, I can run, I can walk, and these attributes, as you'll see in this classes, is what we set up as the class variables, and then the things that I can do or the actions that I can perform are the methods or the functions. Let me just open Eclipse here so that I can show you guys. And I'm not going to go too deep on it, but we'll create a class here. Um, we'll call it the human class. So I already have one here where we keep our main. So our main class here is where we have our main function. But I'm going to make another one. Let me see. And this class is just basically going to describe, or it's going to tell what a person does. So we'll create a person class. That's just it there. Pretty much that's it. Okay, so here's my person class. And this person class has certain attributes. So let's just say a person has hands, and we'll call it or skin color. Let's do skin color because it's easier. So you can do a variable string skin color equals white, let's say, right? So I have what other attributes do I have? Well, let's see. I have eye, so string eye color. Let's say brown. Um, and then what other attributes do humans have that we can think of? You could have height, so an integer height equals, and we'll have it in inches, whatever. I think I'm like 72 inches. 72, and let's do one more attribute that the person has. Height, weight. Let's do that. Then let's do a double. Weight equals. Actually, yeah. Let's just go ahead and do it as if I was doing it. So my weight is, let's say, 200 pounds. 200.0 pounds. Okay. So these internal variables right here are the attributes of that object. Now, this is a little simplistic, but because you can do a lot of things here, but um, this is basically what you do. You describe what the object is with these internal variables here. Um, the other thing that you can do is you can say what the object or the person can do. For example, uh, I can, let's see, public boolean. Let's see if I can jump. Let's see, jump. Or public boolean jump. So you're basically gonna have me jump if you tell me to jump. We're not gonna put anything here right now. What else can I do? Public boolean run. You can have me run, right? You're basically controlling me, controlling the person. Um, Public boolean talk. You can do public void talk if you want to. Public void talk. So these right here are the methods that can be performed on the person. So here are the attributes, and here are the methods or the actions that I can perform. And you can put the default. So this would be like the default value for the person, or you can have no default value, so you can create your own person. Okay, so let me just delete these so that we can have the default. I was just showing that so you can see it. Okay, so this is basically these are the attributes of the object that we're going to create. This object has 4 different attributes and 3 different actions it can perform. Okay, and the way that you create an object is you call its constructor. You're basically constructing it. Now if you don't put anything here for the constructor, it'll automatically create one for you, which will set these values to their or default values. Now I don't want to do that just so I can show you guys, so I'm gonna just create a constructor here. So the way that you create a constructor is to just do the class, not there, you do the class name with the parentheses and then with the brackets, and you can do certain actions in that. So you can go ahead and just put a, let's say you want to put a skin color, which will actually do that. So we'll do skin color, we'll do eye color, so we'll do string, and we'll do string. So basically what we're saying is, hey, whenever you created a person, you're gonna have to provide a skin color and an eye color. Okay, you can provide the rest later, but the constructor says that you have to provide those. So let's just go ahead and make those our person's whatever you put in here. Let's make it our person's skin and eye color. So the way that you do that is this eye color equals is this capitalized? Oh no, it's not. I messed up on that one. This dot skin color equals skin color. Let me change this to before I get an error. Okay, so this part, the reason why I put this is to differentiate. So this is saying, hey, when I'm talking about eye color, I'm talking about this, what belongs to this object, which is this one. I'm not talking about this one. Okay, so it's just a shortcut basically, so that you can just use the same words, and I don't have to use different names for both variables. I can use the same name. Okay, so let me just create a. So let's fill the functions actually. Let's just to be sure here. So we'll make it jump. So public boolean jump. If you want it to jump, then you'll just call the function and it'll print out that it jumps. System.print.out. I jumped. Right? So very simple. Sorry. System.out.println jump. What's wrong? Oh, system.out. Oops, I even said it. .println jump, and then run. We can do the same thing. We'll just say I'm running, or I ran. You can do whatever you want. I ran. And then the last one here is talk. Here you can actually it's just like a regular function, so you can take in parameters and use them in your function. So I'm gonna actually take in a parameter. So this particular function will ask you what you want to say. So this is gonna be a string called speak. So you're gonna print out whatever the person wants to print out. So system.out.println, and then I'm sorry guys, I haven't programmed in a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. System.out.println, and then you can do here, you can print what the person put here as speak. So okay, so just to make it simple. Now these right here, if you wanted to check certain conditions, you can do you know, if he ran, then you put true. If he didn't run, then you put false. But we're not gonna do everything, so we're just gonna put the you should just put these as void, but I just wanted to show that you could do different types of functions in there. Okay, so let's try it out, see how it works. So we're gonna create a person with certain skin color, eye color, height, weight, and then this person is going to perform or can perform 3 actions, which is jump, run, and talk, which you can create more, or you can delete some of these however you feel. I'm getting an error. Let's see what's saying. System not that print. Okay, well that would be why. So let's create our person object. So the way that you create an object is you have to call this constructor right here. So the constructor is person, and then it takes in two parameters. So it takes in a skin color and it takes in an eye color. Okay, so let's go ahead and type in the keyword person. So this is going to create a person. Let's call it the will. So person will. So I'm going to create myself, and then equals. We're going to hit the keyword new because we're creating a new person. Person, and then we're going to take in the two parameters, which let's just take a look here again. Okay, skin color first and then eye color second. So let's say my skin color is black, and then my eye color is I don't know, something weird, red. So what we basically just did is we created an object, a person object, which is being held by this variable will. So we could do obviously a lot of things here. So you could do will dot eye color, and you could print what his eye color was. So let me just do that really quick so you guys can see that. System.out.print. And the way that one of the ways that you can access an attribute of the class, or one of these variables, a class variable, is you can do the where the object is, the name of the object, dot, and then whatever attribute you want to use. Now, usually, you want to create getter and setter methods, so functions that get that for you. But we're just going very simply here. So will, and then get me the dot, get me the eye color. So if we go ahead and print this, we should just get the eye color, which we set as red. System.out.print line. Let me copy this so I don't keep messing it up. Okay, let's just run it. Okay, so there you go. So as you can see, you got the red for the eye color. Now if we wanted to print another attribute, we could do what was the other thing? It was like hair color. What was the other one? Eye color. I know, eye color and skin color. That was the other one. I'm sorry. So skin color. So this goes and fetches the object will, and then it's gonna look at this particular attribute, skin color, and then it's gonna print it. So let's just print it. There we go, black, right? So my skin colors are black. Now, what would happen if I called one of the other two attributes, which we have here as height and weight? Well, like I said before, it's just gonna get the default values, which for these it's gonna be 0. So if we try to get the height, so will dot height, we should see a 0, or yeah, it should be a 0. And then the other one should be a 0, 0.0, or it might just be a 0, but it's gonna be a double. So weight. Let's see what that one. Yeah, 0.0, because it's a double. So as you can see, those are kind of, because I didn't set those values up, they're set for default. Now these strings, I believe they would go to null. So if we didn't set them, then they would be null. Now you can go ahead and create more objects. So let's say you want to create a whole family. You could get person dad, and this is gonna be the dad, and it's gonna have blonde hair and blue eyes or whatever. And then now you've created a person, and you can play around with that. Now let's mess with this. Sorry, forgot this part. Let's mess with this dad right now. So so now we just have two objects. We have a will object and then a dad object. You could just access the variables themselves or the attributes. So let's say your dad, he dyed his hair, or maybe he's wearing contacts. So then you could do change the eye color, or you could change any attributes. You could do dad dot weight. Give me a second, sorry. Okay, dad dot weight, and you could set the weight to he's 125 pounds. You could set the dad dot height. You could set it to maybe he's a very tall man, so you could set him to 100 inches. And then you could also do change. You could even change things you've already set. So you could do dad dot skin color, which we have here is one of these, either blonde or blue. I think I messed up there. I think it was skin. I thought it was hair. Skin color equals green. Okay, so then you can change all those, and if you wanted to print those out, you could. Let me just print out the eye color. Okay, the eye color. Okay, I'm still displaying Will, so I'm gonna change this to Dad, which is the new one. So display. So the eye color is blue, which we have here. Now we change the skin color, so it shouldn't be blonde anymore. Let's see. Skin color. Right, there you go. So it's green, as you can see. So that's the basics of the class. Now I'm just gonna lastly go over the functions. So these are the attributes, which are the variables. This is the constructor, which is how you construct or create a person, and these are the attributes, which are the functions that we have here. So let's just call the jump function. So let's go ahead and get Dad. We've already messed with him a lot, but let's just get him to jump. Dad.jump. Let's see what happens. We should just see him say that he jumped. Oh, I jumped. Okay, and then you could do this obviously with the other ones. Dad dot. And you see all these functions that actually I don't know if it'll show you. I think it does. I don't think on Windows you can see it, but all these functions that I have down here, they're basically inherited from the object or another class. Dad dot what was the other one? Run. Okay, so now we are running. So we should shoot. I jumped, I ran. So as you can see, you can do this with all these things. You can create all sorts of different classes, and in Java and other object-oriented programming languages, you're gonna see that this is key because with objects, it's very powerful because you can create all sorts of different things, and you create other objects that inherit attributes from other objects. Anyways, hopefully this helped.